Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, everyone, and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to our match reaction to the Arsenal game. We're here to talk about the Arsenal game. We're here to give our honest thoughts, our honest opinions on what happened on the football pitch today. There's so much for me to talk about, so much for me to unpack, so much for me to address. Big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you're please hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing. You guys know how these match reactions get. There's a lot for me to talk about. We are 50 likes away from 100 likes. Whichever one of you frauds has not yet hit the like button, please do hit it right now. Do subscribe to This is Football. Keep getting involved in the chat. I don't want to keep stopping myself mid-video to tell you to like the video. So please do hit that like button right here, right now. Subscribe to This is Football. Keep letting me know your thoughts in the chat. Keep letting me know your opinions. Keep getting involved, And this right here is the result of the game, as you guys can see on your screen. Liverpool 1, Arsenal 1. So, yeah, get the likes up. Subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. And, yeah, keep getting involved in the chat, Habibis. 200 people in here already. We should be on 100 likes right here, right now, as soon as the video starts. Make sure you share the video everywhere. The goal is still the same. Before the end of the year, inshallah, I do want to hit 25,000 subscribers. 25K is the target. We're 15 away from 24.6K now. So like, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. Big up to all the super chatters across the whole day, whether it be the United watch along, the Liverpool watch along, or the ones that will send in a super chat now. Like Queen Nadra, who says Endo has been brilliant. He will keep proving us wrong. Prayers to Simicas. Here's the thing, Nadra. As per any big game, there's always positives and negatives. There's always, stuff to learn, stuff to take from, positives to take, negative to take. And I'm going to unpack this now. I'm going to talk about Endo. I am going to talk about Simicas. We're going to talk about everyone, involved in today's game. So stick around and stay tuned. Thank you so much, Nadra, for all the support you've shown us. Big up to Badr, says Saliba in the post-match interview said it was a pen. Here's the thing, Badr. Big up to you for the super chat, first of all. And look, if I do want to start with that, I do think it was a penalty. It was definitely a penalty. It's a disgrace that VAR did not check it. But, I've kind of thought about this game a little bit now that there's an hour that's passed from the game and, everyone's emotions are just out the window. Okay, speak logically. In terms of overall performance, a draw was a fair result. Even when you look at the stats tell the same exact story that I'm about to tell. Like, this is the stuff. 13 shots each team, 3 shots on target, 2 shots for on target for Arsenal, 49% possession, 51% possession, 438 passes, 418 passes. Even the fouls were 13 Liverpool, 14 Arsenal. The offsides were 1 apiece, and the corners were 5 to Arsenal, 4 to Liverpool. In terms of result on the football pitch, it was a fair result. Both clubs deserve the draw out of the performances that they put out on the pitch today. I don't know whether to start with positives or negatives, but like this game right here is a game where we can learn from. This result, even though it was fair, is obviously a better result for Arsenal because Arsenal have come to Anfield. So same way, had we went to the Emirates and got a draw, it would be a better result for us than it would be to Arsenal. And the disappointing thing so far this season, and this is something I realized today, Chelsea draw, Spurs absolutely robbed, but we did lose that game. Man United draw, Manchester City draw, Arsenal draw. So against the top 6 so far this season, we did not win a single game. Now, this is the thing now when it comes to today's game. Draw was a fair result at the end. Both teams would come out maybe a bit disappointed because both teams were there for the taking. But all the people who were predicting big results pre the game, this is why exactly when I went on Troops TV, when I done all my previews, I said this game it stinks of a 1-1. The reason why I said it stinks and it smells of a 1-1 is the forward lines for both teams. Arsenal's forward line is not capable of scoring 2-3 goals away at Anfield. Liverpool Football Club's forward line is not capable of scoring 2-3 goals, the way we've been playing lately. So I just predicted it. I called it. I knew it was going to be 1-1 at the end because this game smells of it. This game smelt of it. You know, I thought each club was gonna get a goal and it's just gonna be 1-1 and stuff. We were robbed in terms of like it should have been a penalty 100%, but maybe if we score that penalty, maybe the goal later on does not happen. You never know in football, but you know, 0 wins against the top 6 this season is concerning. It is concerning 100%. The Chelsea game, we always draw against them anyway. So, you know, like, despite it being disappointing, it's that game always ends in a draw anyway. So, the Spurs game was a robbery. That's the true robbery right there. Robbery of the century when it comes to VAR decisions. Manchester City 1-1 draw away at the Etihad is a positive result. I'm not going to change my opinion now just because it's a bad stat overall. I'm not going to change my opinion now. A draw against Manchester City away at the Etihad is always a positive result. The draw against Manchester United is by far the worst result against the top 6 we've had all year long. That right there is the worst result against the top 6 side all year long. And then the draw today against Arsenal. Now, ever since coming off Twitter and ever since just being in my own and just thinking about the football by myself, I've got to a stage where I realize I'm actually a lot more positive than people give me credit for. Because people think I'm going to come up here, I'm going to rant, I'm going to shout, I'm going to scream. There is nothing for me to rant about. There is nothing for me to scream about. The reason why there is nothing for me to rant about or scream about is because my thoughts pre-game are my same exact thoughts post-game. Liverpool still need players in January to win this league title. And before I get started, I want to say about players that won't be available now for a while. First of all, Alexis McAllister. Everyone who disrespected Alexis McAllister at the start of the season owes Alexis McAllister the biggest apology in the world. Don't ever disrespect Alexis McAllister ever again. Alexis McAllister has been our best midfielder this whole year. I'm so sorry. You can tell me Szoboszlai's had a good performance here, a good performance there. You can tell me Endo's been a good performance here, good performance there. Same with Gravenberch, same with all of these guys. Alexis McAllister is by far our best midfielder so far this season. And you know the problem with football fans, with modern football fans not some days, is they don't appreciate generalists. They don't appreciate fundamentalists. They'll always ask you, what's something special that Alexis McAllister does? I mean, I don't need him to do something special if he does everything at a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 level. I don't need him to do something special. I don't need him to do something great. I don't need him to do something unbelievable. But you know what McAllister can do? McAllister can pass, he can dribble, he can shoot, he can create, he's press resistant, he keeps the ball well, he's versatile. If I play McAllister in the 10, he'd cook. If I play him at the DM, he'd cook. If I play him in the 8, he'd cook. So for me, when I look at Alexis McAllister, he's the player we miss by far the most, even in these type of games, because the game away at the Etihad, he was by far our best midfielder. By far our best midfielder away at the Etihad. And I really miss Alexis McAllister. Alexis McAllister, and I genuinely can't wait for him to be back. Second of all, the second guy you guys owe an apology to is Kostas Tsimikas. Kostas Tsimikas, ever since the international break, has been the best left back in the whole league. Has been absolutely cooking. There's a reason why I fought for Kostas Tsimikas in the combined 11. There's a reason why I said Tsimikas is going to get in this combined 11. Kostas Tsimikas was absolutely sublime once again, even before the injury. So I have to say, I wish Kostas Tsimikas a speedy recovery. All the people who disrespected Kostas Tsimikas, like Rams and other frauds, who of course will not give me credit when I'm right. I don't want credit when I'm right. You guys can keep your credit. But I know I was right on Kostas Tsimikas because he's an absolutely elite footballer, and you could just tell, you know, he knows what he's doing. Liverpool should have had a penalty. Overall performance, result, deserved. 1-1 result is deserved for me. And listen, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. You look at the numbers, you look at the you kind of look at the numbers of the game, and the numbers scream. Draw was a fair result. Tsimikas apparently has some collarbone type situation. I hope he recovers well. I hope he recovers quickly. I hope he comes back even better than he was, because we need Kostas Tsimikas because he's been cooking this season. And now into the game. First 15 minutes was our worst start since Bournemouth at home. Bournemouth at home, first 15 minutes, very comparable. That Bournemouth game right there, the way we started that game when Semenyo scored at Anfield, is equivalent to how shit we were today in the first 15 minutes. The Arsenal free kick that they scored from, defensively, an absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. Konate kind of gets done dirty a little bit by Gabriel. The cross is not defended well, and the header, is in the back of the net because Alisson is a little bit out of position as well. Defensively, from a defending set piece perspective, that was just horrible defending. That was absolutely horrible defending from the set piece, and we need to do better, and we must do better going forward into the future. I think when it comes to that part, because that's the only negative about today's game from a defensive perspective, that set piece, the way we defended it, was absolutely horrible. Now, the four defenders, Konate, Virgil, Tsimikas, and Trent, those four defenders that they started the game. Those four players all defended at an elite level today. At an elite level today. Massive credit goes to my personal man of the match. Ibrahima Konate. Ibrahima Konate today was absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. Massive credit, massive shout out goes out to Ibrahima Konate, because Ibrahima Konate today was immaculate. He was immense. He was unbelievable. Every time he had to win a duel or a header or a defensive duel or a duel on the floor or a duel on the ground, he won it. He won every single thing I've seen him win today. Like, Ibrahima Konate's performance today was absolutely incredible. And the reason why I say that is this guy, just anytime there was something that was needed by him, something that was, expected for him to deliver, he just delivered it. There was nothing he done wrong on the pitch. He was absolutely flawless. And once again, if you want to go statistically to what Konate done, and you just kind of search up and look up his statistics, then it's just like, like, it's just stuff like I want to be fair. I really want to be fair, but like I can't be with Ibrahima Konate on today's game, because I have to exaggerate what he done, because what he done is something that I think like only elite players in the world can do. Elite players in the world he can do. I'm looking at Ibrahima Konate today. Accurate passes, 37 out of 44. Hell, even chances created 1. Final third passes 4. Tackles 1, 3. Blocks 2. Clearances 1. Headed clearances 1. Recoveries 9. Most duels 1 on the pitch, 7 out of 11. Ibrahima Konate had a beastly performance today. And when you watch Ibrahima Konate, the only negative all of us can say about Konate is the fact that, Konate is a little bit injury prone. Other than that, every time we watch him, there's really nothing you could criticize Konate for, because he was absolutely unbelievable and immense. Speaking of immense, his partner in crime, Virgil van Dijk. Another immense performance from Virgil van Dijk. Everyone hang your head in shame who said Virgil van Dijk was finished. The same people who called him Van Disney, the same people who called him done out here, etc. Virgil van Dijk puts on that elite performance today, and there's not a single negative word that I can say about Virgil van Dijk. So I just want to say shout out to these two center backs specifically before we get on to the rest of the team, where there's positives and negatives. Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate, that center-back partnership today was absolutely flawless, absolutely immense, absolutely unstoppable center-back partnership. And even for the goal, despite, like, of course, they did Konate a bit dirty there with kind of what Gabriel done to him, but that does not mean that he was immense the entire rest of the game. Now, before we get into the rest of the game, let me read the super chats before I carry on. Big up to Danny D, who says, Husam, beautiful day. I'm back in the title race. Okay, Danny D, if you think Spurs are in the title race, then good luck to you, because I can't even help you. Big up to Studio, says, many injuries plus players take time to get back to form. Need to sign a defender, DM and a forward, Endo, Asian Cup, plus Mo, AFCON. Diaz gave up, Gravenberg, plus Gakpo was shit. I don't think Gakpo was shit today. I really don't think Gakpo was shit today. I think Gakpo played a very good offensive role for us. Tactically, he dropped deep. He helped out the midfield, which is what we needed. And he was there in all the pressure positions when we needed him. So I don't have a single negative word to say about Cody Gakpo today. I'm sorry, I won't be saying any negative thing about Gakpo, Sidi. But the rest, I'm about to address now in a second. Mo says Endo will expose Odegaard and Rice. I don't think Endo exposed Rice, but he definitely exposed Odegaard because Odegaard is in Endo's pocket right now. Big up to Arnie says if a player and falling and hit his hand, it's not a penalty. That is the rules. Yeah, but Odegaard was dribbling the football, the ball like he was Steph Curry. That's the problem. Big up to Omar who says torn on what is needed in January most. To be honest, what do you think? I'm going to talk about January now in a second. Shukran ya Omar ya Habibi. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Big up Husam. Game seemed even. His arm was in a natural position. Maybe I'm biased. A little bit biased him, but it definitely is a penalty because it fully hit his hand, and he was dribbling with the ball. So, it is, of course, a penalty in my opinion. But I do think the result of the game overall, in terms of the result, was the fair result because 1-1 was 100% a fair result. Big up to you, Tim. I'll repeat again, tactical problem. When all your forwards are not playing well, it is tactics. This... I have no idea. Oh, crap performance lately. Aaron Klopp. تحياتي لك يا قصي ولكل أهلنا بفلسطين. احنا معاكم. Big up to you. Thank you so much for the super chat. But I disagree completely. This is not on Klopp today whatsoever. Except one thing which I will speak about now in a second. شكرا يا قصي. Anyway, listen, this is our 17th match reaction. Liverpool 1-1 Arsenal. There's still a lot for us to unpack, a lot for us to speak about, a lot for us to discuss. Before we do that, there's almost 600 people in here. Guys, we're not even on 200 likes yet. Everyone hit the like button right now. Everyone right now, subscribe to This Is Football. Our first like target is 300 likes. So everyone hit that like button right here, right now. Subscribe to This Is Football. Please do share this video everywhere. Let me know who your man of the match is in the chat as well. So please like, subscribe, share this video everywhere. Big up to Nadra Badr, Danny, Sidi, Mo. Big up to, who's this AM guy? Who's after Mo? Arnie, sorry, my bad. Big up to Omar, Tim, and Qusay for the super chats. Big up to you guys. So please do hit that like button. Do subscribe to This Is Football if you are yet to do so. So we've spoken about the center backs and giving praise and credit. This now where, the one thing I like about this channel is we're able to be honest. We're able to give our honest opinions, despite whether you guys agree with me, disagree with me, whatever. We have to come up here. We have to be honest. Dominic Szoboszlai, another big game in which he plays like shit in. Literally, another big game where he plays like shit. And Leicester in the Carabao Cup, West Ham in the Carabao Cup, games like that. Hey, Szoboszlai's cooking. A game comes up like today, forward line. Honestly, I don't want to say anything crazy or reactionary or overdo it, but Szoboszlai for me, him and Gravenberch actually were our two worst midfielders. Curtis Jones and Wataru Endo both have come under a lot of criticism, from myself included. But both of them, in my opinion, were our best midfielders on the pitch. Endo absolutely pocketed Odegaard, was here, there, and everywhere in a positive sense, not all over the place negatively. He was all over the place positively. Endo pocketed Odegaard. Endo distributed the ball well. Endo kept the ball well. And he kind of controlled things in midfield for us alongside Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones deserves massive, massive, massive credit for the performance he put on today. Those two right there, Endo and Curtis Jones, were two of our better midfielders. But when I'm looking at Szoboszlai and Gravenberch, I mean, the fact that Szoboszlai stayed on the pitch and Curtis Jones didn't, for me, is insane. I thought Curtis Jones should have stayed on the pitch and Szoboszlai should have came off. And when I saw the substitutions, I thought Elliott was going to play in midfield and we were going to play Szoboszlai left wing. But then he didn't play Szoboszlai left wing. He kept him on the pitch, and the substitutions for me. Here's the thing. I can say a draw is a fair result and still be disappointed in said fair result. The reason why I'm disappointed is we still have to go to the Emirates. A draw at Anfield, despite it being fair, is a lot better for Arsenal than it is for us. This is the ultimate reality. We should be looking at winning our home games. And if you get a draw away at the Emirates or the Etihad, it's not that big of a deal. It's actually a good result. And I look at, the Emirates game. Of course, if you give me a draw at the Emirates, I'm taking it. Same way if you give me a draw at the Etihad, I'm taking it. But for me, the Klopp substitutions absolutely killed the flow of our midfield and of the game, because the midfield for me was actually cooking. The Liverpool midfield was cooking. Endo was cooking. Curtis Jones was cooking. Curtis Jones was our second best midfielder after Endo. Pressed the ball in the right positions, won the ball in the right positions, got the ball in the right positions. Every time he stole the ball, he got a counter-attack started. He had us there, ready to go, ready to cook, ready to roll. And Curtis Jones and Endo, for me, were our two best midfielders on the football pitch. And Szoboszlai and Gravenberch were considerably worse than them. I thought when Gravenberch comes on, he might be a difference maker. He might be someone who kind of, cooks a little bit for us. But he came on and he was actually just as bad going forward as Szoboszlai. Now, the one thing I will give Szoboszlai credit for is his work defensively, because the Liverpool 8 needs to put in a shift in defensively. So we have to give him massive credit in terms of defending, because Szoboszlai defensively, he got involved, he tackled, he was there helping out Trent, he was there helping out that whole side. So massive credit does go out to Szoboszlai from a defensive perspective, because that's what I think happened. Just fully cooked defensively, but going forward, Szoboszlai, anytime we got the ball in a dangerous position, anytime Gravenberch got the ball in a dangerous position, it was an absolute disaster. But defensively, they did help out, and perhaps that's maybe why Klopp kept them. Now, Arsenal were there for the taking. Today, we could have won today's game. Today, Liverpool Football Club could have won today's game. Klopp's substitutions for me, and this is where Klopp deserves criticism. I have made a poll for Man of the Match. It's literally there. The reason why Klopp deserves criticism today is his substitutions made us worse. They did not make us better. Liverpool this season, I think in the entirety of Europe, have got the most positive substitutions all year long. I think it was like some sort of stat where Liverpool substitutions have changed the game most positively at any club in Europe, all of that good stuff. But when I look at the Jurgen Klopp substitutions today, Lord have mercy on my soul. I don't even know what to say, to be honest with you. Those substitutions that Liverpool Football Club put out in the second half, Lord have mercy on my soul. I don't even know what to say, man. Elliot comes in and then he decides to play Salah down the middle. And I'm like, what are you actually doing? What are you actually doing? Oh, my God. He really rattled me when he put Salah down the middle, because I just thought, why? Why Salah down the middle? Why? It just from a logical perspective, it just didn't make sense. Of course we trust in Jurgen Klopp, of course we trust in his decisions and shit, but it's just so wrong. Mo Salah down the middle is so wrong, unless Nunez was alongside him, and they were playing a 4-4-2 or something, fair enough. But we lost 100%, Aaron. We lost all the threat. Cody Gakpo was cooking. I don't even think Cody Gakpo had a bad game at all. Tactically, he was there where we needed him. He pressed in the right positions. He at least gave Saliba and Gabriel a game. But to put Mo Salah up top and then put Darwin Núñez on the left, Lord, that was a bad substitution there from Jurgen Klopp. I have no idea what he was doing. Those substitutions definitely cost us today's game, because as much as draw was a fair result, as I said earlier on, we could have won today's game. We could have won it. We should have won it. Because that Trent miss is living in my head rent-free. I've been thinking about that Trent miss since the start, man. Mo Salah plays a perfect pass and then Trent just hits the post, bar, whatever you want to call it. Just so unlucky, so irritating, so annoying, because we could have won that game. That game ends 2-1. We are walking away saying Liverpool are top of the league. Liverpool just beat Arsenal. Liverpool passed the test. Yet we are here saying this is our 6th draw of the season. Draw Chelsea, draw Manchester United, draw Manchester City, draw Arsenal. The other 2 disappointing draws were obviously Luton, and I forgot the 6th one against, someone remind me in the chat. There was one draw we had. But for me, Jurgen Klopp deserves criticism today 100% for his substitutions, because his substitutions made no sense. His substitutions did not help us out whatsoever today. His substitutions did not make us better. It did not elevate us. Brighton, yep, Brighton away. Even Brighton away at the start of the season, you could have said, you know what, fair enough, that's a good result. But the substitutions made us considerably worse. And now we go on to the front three after we've kind of spoken about the midfield and defense. Here's the thing with the front three. Before I get to the Egyptian king and talk about him, Luis Diaz. First of all, I wish him a speedy recovery. I never want any player to get injured, never mind the Liverpool player. Do I just give up the Luis Diaz conversation? Do I just give it up? Do I say he's finished? Do I say sell him tomorrow? Do I say he's done out here? What can a man say even about Diaz, honestly? I wish him a speedy recovery. I hope he's fine. But Luis Diaz, man. Oh my God. Watching Luis Diaz today was like watching Anthony for Manchester United. Watching Luis Diaz today was like watching Anthony for Manchester United. This guy is not even capable of dribbling past players. You're Colombian. You have a Colombian passport. Respect your heritage at least. Respect your culture at least. Respect the fact that South Americans are born with the ability to dribble with technique. Bro, Luis Diaz, wallahi, I don't even like. I'm lost for words. I'm actually lost for words. And you know, sometimes people tell me I'm harsh. Okay, is he dribbling? Is he getting past his player? No. Is he creating for our forward line? No. Is he shooting on goal? No. What exactly am I giving him credit for? Ben White could have had shisha. Ben White could have had shisha. Ben White, you could have gave him a vape. You could have gave him a shisha, some coffee, told him, listen, smoke, you're good to go. Luis Diaz. It's like I've given up on that whole conversation with Luis Diaz. I've really given up on that whole conversation. Man, don't even know what to say, bro. Like, I'm genuinely just sick of it now. Just sick of it. That's why pre the game, I said, please, please, please start Nunez left wing. Please start Nunez left wing. And did you see Nunez when he came on, how he abused Ben White, got past him 2-3 times, and they're like, this is what we were missing. This is what we were missing, bro. This is exactly what we were missing. But Luis Diaz, man, just absolutely stank the shit out of the pitch. I really can't wait for Diogo Jota to be back. I cannot wait for Diogo Jota to be back because, like, it's just, like, you know, Nunez gets a lot of criticism, and rightfully so. And I've criticized him before, and will continue to criticize him if he doesn't do well. But my lord, has Luis Diaz been our worst forward this season? I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't even want to pile on to the guy or anything. I just hope he's good. I hope he's not injured. I wish him a speedy recovery. But bloody hell, man, like Luis Diaz. Oh my God, he stank today. He fully stank. I really wanted Darwin Nunez to play on the left, man. I really wanted Darwin Nunez to play on the left today because I thought he would have cooked even more. Cody Gakpo, in my opinion, has been given unnecessary criticism for today's game. He played his tactical role to perfection. What was required of Cody Gakpo today? We didn't need him to score a hat-trick or a brace. You know, of course, we wanted him to score a goal at least. But in terms of tactically, bro, he dropped into midfield. He pressed the center backs. He pressed the goalkeeper. He pressed the midfielders. He was there in the right position. My only problem sometimes is he doesn't release the ball too quick. But I don't even think he done badly. At least he held it down against Saliba and Gabriel. Diaz for me was by far our worst forward. And you know, I'm just tired. Just tired of Luis Diaz. I'm really just tired of Luis Diaz. Now, it's time to address the elephant in the room. I think almost half an hour into the show. I'll be damned if I skip this any later on. I'll be mad if I say anything about this guy, if I just leave this whole thing untouched, unspoken about. All the people who disrespected Mo Salah, all the people who disrespected the Egyptian king, all the people who said any negative word about Mo Salah need to just apologize. Let your apologies be as loud as your disrespect. The Egyptian king, once again, most dangerous chance Mo Salah pass to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Goal created, Mo Salah. Goal scored, Mo Salah. If you look at the replay of that goal, Trent plays an unbelievable pass to Mo Salah. That is the best moment Trent had all game long, that pass right there. Mo Salah with a phenomenal first touch, brings it down really well. Gets past Zinchenko, finishes it at the near post. Name one goal we've scored this season where any of the other 4 forwards have done something like that. Name one. Yet there are Liverpool fans disgustingly, who come up and say shit like, sell Mo Salah, get rid of Mo Salah. And then when I defend him, they get upset at me for defending him. I will continue to defend him. You know why? Because he's the one guy from this forward line that's actually pulling his weight. I feel like standards is now a buzzword, talking about standards. Yeah, he's the only one upholding the standards to begin with. And then the Klopp substitutions that I spoke about earlier on, when he got moved into the middle, I just feel like Klopp killed the whole flow, because Salah was terrorizing Zinchenko, and then Jurgen Klopp went like, nope, I'm gonna play him on down the middle for God knows what reason. And then Mo Salah was just like, Mo Salah's not gonna win headers and shit or keep the ball against Saliba and Gabriel with his back to goal, because he's not that type of player. But he got past Zinchenko, he destroyed them, and he scored a phenomenal goal. And for me, I look at Mo today, and you know, I've been saying this for a while now, ever since the international break. Mo Salah needs a running mate. All I've ever said was Mo Salah just needs a running mate. Nunez, Diaz, Gakpo, Jota, can one of you just step up and have like 7 Premier League goals? I'm not asking for much. Can one of you have like 8 Premier League goals? I'm not asking for much. I'm really not asking for much. Like, the problem is, sometimes you need a partner in crime. Mo Salah cannot commit all the crimes by himself. You need a partner in crime sometimes. You know when you play GTA, someone gets the getaway car, someone goes into the bank, someone, parks the car in his garage, someone, keeps the money, someone does this, someone does that. Yeah, I am tired of just waiting for someone to just help him out. And it's getting to the stage now where I'm going to speak about the January window in a bit, but I really need someone alongside Mo to just cook. Someone cook, bro. Someone cook. I'm looking at this Liverpool front line and I'm like, other than Mo Salah, I'm just watching these guys and I'm like, man, they stink. They actually stink, man. Like, they fully just stink. And I just need someone, because someone just step the F up, bro. And these 2 weeks of AFCON, these 3 weeks of AFCON, this month of AFCON, depends how far Egypt go in the competition, will be such a massive indicator to life after Mo Salah if we don't get our shit together and replace players properly. And once again, men lie, women lie, numbers do not lie. Mo Salah, 12 Premier League goals in 16 games, 7 assists, 14 big chances created, the most in the whole league. Cody Gakpo, 2 goals in 16. Diaz, 3 goals in 17. Nunez, 4 goals in 16. Jota, 4 goals in 12. Even Diogo Jota, that we're all talking about as some sort of savior, has 4 goals in 12 games. Essentially a goal every 3 games. So, can someone step up? Can someone step up, please? Because it's very easy saying Salah should do more, or Klopp's system, or blah, blah, blah. The fact that all 4 of them are just not stepping up is a problem. And once again, I will say the same thing that I said to Mike. I will say it here again. Jurgen Klopp's system got nothing to do with Luis Diaz dribbling past his fullback. Let's assume Klopp plays a 3-5-2 or a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1. Let's assume Klopp plays possession or counter-attack or whatever he plays. Does that stop Luis Diaz from dribbling past his fullback? Luis Diaz needs to be able to get past his fullback consistently. Cody Gakpo, if he plays like he done today, I would not complain whatsoever, because at least he played a tactical role. Darwin Núñez, had he scored half of his big chances, we'd be top of the league right now, and he'd be on 12 goals, 11 goals in the Premier League with ease. So for me, I am not scapegoating Nunez. I'm not scapegoating Diaz. I'm not scapegoating the other two either. I'm just looking at everyone. I'm just saying, can we please just step the hell up? I am tired, you guys, because you know what it is? I'm so sick and tired of people having favorites. I've always said, if your favorites at the club are Trent, Van Dijk, Alisson, Mo Salah, people who have been there, done that. Yeah, if your favorite is Mo Salah, no problem. If your favorite is Trent, no problem. If your favorite is Van Dijk, no problem. If your favorite is Alisson, no problem. These four players have been there, done that, won trophies for us, won competitions for us, achieved it all for us. But when it's any of the others, I'm just asking you, why are you defending them so crazily? Why? Based on what? What have they done for Liverpool Football Club to be defending them so crazily? None of them have done anything for Liverpool Football Club to be defended so wildly, so crazily. Is it too much to ask for 4 attackers, all 4 of you step up? How about we don't scapegoat anyone? How about we say all 4 step up? I've been saying this all this time. And by the way, people think I hate Darwin Núñez. Our worst forward this season by far has been Luis Diaz. By far our worst forward. By far. Can't even get past his fullback, can't shoot, can't create, can't dribble, can't do fuck all on the pitch. That's been our worst forward this season. But I'm just saying, can all 4 of you step up, Yahi? Yahi, I am tired. Yeah, I'm tired. All 4 of you, just step. Please step the hell up, bro. Can we have someone who just steps up and puts the ball in the back of the net? It's not too much to ask for. Like, you know, it's just, let's just forget scapegoating. Like, all the 4, man. Just step up. Just step up, put the ball in the back of the net. Mo needs a running mate. Mo needs someone to just score goals, man. Like, it's why is it? It's either Mo Salah scores the goals from the front line or we're screwed, basically. Yeah, why? Núñez ain't got a goal in the last 11 Premier League games. Like, Diaz can't even get past his fullback. Cody Gakpo, sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit. Luis Diaz, if I speak, I'm in trouble. Diogo Jota, he's injured, but even he has 1 goal in 3. Like, if you're getting outscored by Mo Salah, getting outscored by Erling Haaland, getting outscored by these players, okay. But these guys are getting outscored by Dominic Solanke, by Ollie Watkins, by Jared Bowen. And we create so many more chances than those clubs do. So many more chances than those clubs do. Yet our forward line is not putting the ball in the back of the net. Which brings me now to the January window, which I do want to talk about in a bit. Let me go to the super chats first. Big up to Queen Nader says, where is that Saka and Salah comparison? Saka can do what Salah done today. Today, Salah's goal, Saka can do it. No, because guys, we have to be honest. Let us all be honest and objective. Can Bukayo Saka score the goal that Mo Salah did today? Yes, he can in his dreams. That's where he can score that. Big up to Michael, who always says, Diaz needs to be bent to Barca immediately. Hey, ever since his dad said, you know, his dream is to play for Barcelona. Yeah, listen, we scammed Barcelona 150 million for Felipe Coutinho. Can we scam them again? Please scam them again. I beg you, scam again, please. Call Barcelona, say, listen, we've scammed you before, we want to scam you again. Give me 70 million for Diaz. Give me 70 million for Diaz, please. Scam us again. Remember, though, from a business perspective, anyone who wanted to sell Mo Salah in the summer, wallahi, you are a himar. That's why I called you an idiot all year long. That's exactly why I called you an idiot in the entirety of the summer. And you know, this is the ultimate reality. It's just not good enough. Big up to Hamoud, who says, as an Arsenal fan, I love those subs from Klopp. Curtis Jones was starting to get on my nerves. Yeah, fact. Jurgen Klopp today made us get the draw by his substitutions because he made us considerably worse. He made us considerably worse. This is the thing. Like, by the way, I just want to make something clear. I recognize what I can criticize Jurgen Klopp for. My problem is the Mike school of logic, or what Qusay said today. Guys, all 4 forwards are not banging, so it's a system thing. Okay, so it's Jurgen Klopp's fault that he has 15, that Núñez has 15 big chances missed. It's Jurgen Klopp's fault that Diaz can't dribble, can't pass, can't shoot, can't create. It's Jurgen Klopp's fault that Gakpo some days turns up and the next day he plays like shit. That's not Jurgen Klopp's fault. Jurgen Klopp's fault is not that Diaz is not getting past his fullback. Ben White could have had Shisha today in front of Luis Diaz. I'll drive Diaz to Barca myself tonight. Use this 100%. 100%. And he's not stepped up. He's one of the guys that I'm so disappointed in, because if you watched me in the summer, he was one of the guys I was excited to watch this season. I was excited to just be with, with Luis Diaz and support him and say he's gonna cook and shit. But he's just been crap this season. He's been so shit this season, bro. I would happily drive him to Barca this January. Happily would drive him to Barca. And speaking of this January, this is what I want to talk about next. But before I do so, big up all the super chatters. Big up everyone who sent in a super chat. I'm going to give you a massive shout out at the end. 300 likes is our target. We're only 30 likes away from 300 likes. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. I will literally ignore anyone who says you miss Mane. It's 2023. That just needs to be moved on. He's literally flopping in the Saudi league. Hit the like button. Subscribe to This Is Football. 576 of you in here. We want to get to 300 likes ASAP. So please do smash up the like button. Do subscribe to the channel if you are yet to do so. How many likes are we on? Let me check. By the way, I messaged Ligan as soon as the game ended. I'm like, this is why you don't disrespect the Egyptian king. This is you watching us right now. I want you to hit this X button right here. Hit this like button right here, right now. Hit the like button and subscribe to This Is Football right here, right now. Yalla, 300 likes now. John now sends a more respectful super chat, so I will put it up. Husam, Endo needs some credit, have some humility. I literally just gave him credit. You know my problem with people like you, John? When Endo drops a stinker, like he did at Palace away, or where Endo has a bad game, you don't come up here and say, Husam, you were right about Endo. You know when apologies come? When there's consistent performances. You know why I never apologized for Nunes last year or this year, even away at Newcastle? Because consistent performances is when you get me to apologize. Don't ever come to me after 1 or 2 games and expect me to say sorry. Because you know what, John? If I ask 90% of the Liverpool fans, they still want a DM in January. If Endo was as incredible as people like you make out, we wouldn't need a DM. Did Endo have a fantastic game today? Absolutely. He pocketed Odegaard, and I gave him massive credit for it. What I'm not going to do is overdo it. Minamino would be better than Diaz at this point. My brother, the reality is, I think Luis Diaz is our Anthony. And if that's not telling, I don't know what is, Tayshawn. But anyway, big up all the super chatters, as I said, like and subscribe. And now this brings me to the January window. You know the reason why I'm not mad? You know the reason why I'm not upset? You know the reason why I'm not shouting? And listen carefully to what I'm about to say, because I will be speaking, inshallah, to my guy either today or tomorrow, kind of find out more information regarding this January window. But want to know why I'm not upset or why I'm not angry? This January transfer window, this game has not taught me anything that I do not know already. Let's think about it. What does Liverpool need to win the league? Transfer signings. Has this game changed anything? No. This game has not changed anything. Yo, we need transfers to win the league. Yeah, we still need transfers to win the league. Do we still need a centre back? Hell yeah, we need a centre back. Do we still need a DM? Hell yeah, we need a DM. And you want to hear what's scary? I'm now thinking we might need a forward as well. Because Diaz, Nunez, these guys, man, don't even know what to say. Ivan Toney has come out in the interview and he said, I support Liverpool. Ivan Toney said that. Ivan Toney would cook at Liverpool Football Club, and he would minimum have 10, 11 Premier League goals right here, right now, had he been playing for us. I've had enough. Bad enough. There is clearly a league title to be won. And you know what pisses me off about Liverpool Football Club? You know what pisses me off? Every time we like to do these 3-quarter windows, like, I'm going to get you like 3 midfielders, but I'm going to ignore center back. And we're going to do it next summer, guys. It's going to be a war chest summer. And then the summer after, we get the center backs, and then we ignore the forwards. Guys, the reason why we did not sign a forward is because next summer is going to be a war chest summer where we go for Mbappe, and then I have to shave my head and shit. This is the truth. This is the truth. I'm looking at this season, and I'm saying Liverpool can win the league. How can Liverpool win the league? By signing players. Simple. Simple. I've been saying it since the start of the season, and I will say it now again. Liverpool will challenge. Make no mistake. Please don't think Liverpool are going to finish 20 points behind whoever wins the league. No. Liverpool will challenge. But if you're asking me about win and challenge are two different things. Win and challenge are two completely different things. Two completely different scenarios. Win, you need to sign players. Challenge, we're going to challenge anyway. If the goal for this season is to just win the Europa League and the Carabao Cup and quote-unquote challenge, then we will achieve that, if that's the goal. If the goal is to win the Europa League, to be honest, I'm going to just be completely honest. You guys know me, I'm always honest. The only team that I'm semi-worried about is Roma, just because Jose Mourinho is their manager and he knows how to shithouse results. That's the only guy I'm worried about. Only guy I'm worried about. Other than that, I don't think there's any team in the Europa League that worries me. There's no team in the Europa that worries me. Carabao, I think we're going to beat Chelsea and Fulham, or whether it be Borough and Fulham or whoever. And I'm looking now at this forward line. I'm looking now at these centre backs. I'm looking at this DM position, and we still need all of them. We still need every single one of them. Every single one of them we still need. I came into the season saying we need a DM and a centre back, and in December I now think we need a DM, a centre back, and a forward. Are we going to get all three? No. Are we even going to get two? I'm going to find out, but we're most likely we might be getting one. Now, the reason why I think centre back is probably what we're going to sign is because of Matip's injury, and sometimes we do act when there's injuries. Fenway Sports Group cannot be trusted. FSG cannot be trusted to deliver when time asks them to deliver, when we are required to deliver. They don't deliver sometimes. Joel Matip is out till the end of the season. Joel Matip is out till the end of the season. So Matip for me is a concern. When I'm saying instead of waiting until June to start the defensive rebuild or whatever people want to call it, why don't you just sign a centre back this January window? DM position, I'm going to say something wild. DM position is now low-key the least priority out of everything else. The biggest priority now is centre back and forward. If you tell me, Husam, you could choose two positions to sign tomorrow in January and only two positions, I tell you, sign me a forward and sign me a centre back. That's honestly what I would say. Because I can live with Endo. I can live with McAllister. Hell, I can live with Curtis Jones being there for a bit. What I cannot live with, Diaz, Nunez, Gakpo, Jota, under-delivering this season. Aaron is saying a centre-back who could play left-back, which I agree with. Someone like an Inacio, who apparently, according to reports today, big up to Honesty, who actually put it in the chat, according to reports today, could be available for only as much as 38 million, which is in our price range, so might as well go sign him. Konate is immense. Konate is phenomenal. Konate is a beast and a monster. Everyone in the chat right now will tell you what Konate's problem is. He's injury prone. So essentially, Matip is out till the end of the season, and Konate is an injury waiting to happen. If we do not sign a centre back this January, we are going to be in massive trouble when injuries do occur. Also, we don't even have someone physical enough to play centre back from midfield anyway. I know Kwanzaa is there, but Kwanzaa is he doesn't have enough pace or explosiveness to cover for us on the counter attack. Like, he will get exposed once or twice. Despite I really like Kwanzaa, we still need a centre back. And then I look at this forward line. Ivan Toney, Osimhen, plenty of players available this January window. We need to sign players who can put the ball in the back of the net. And you know what's pissing me off? I couldn't care less about Jogo Bonito. I couldn't care less about dribbling. I couldn't care less about any of that. Can we sign a forward who can put the ball in the back of the net? Get me Ivan Toney. Get me Ivan Toney, please. ASAP. Now, I know we're not even linked to them or none of that, but he could be someone that genuinely elevates us to a league title. And people need to understand, injuries will happen to this team. Like, please don't think that we're going to go this whole season without injuries. Of course, injuries will happen. Of course, injuries will happen, which is why we need players when need be. That's why, for me, I want us to sign a centre back and a striker if you give me two options. Now, if you tell me, Husam, it's an open checkbook, we've become Manchester City, tomorrow, I'm going to sign three players. I'm going to sign centre back, DM, and striker. If we sign those three, we win the league. We win the league. Now, when you're talking about wingers or forwards, I need someone who is clinical. Can we get someone who's clinical, please? Can we get someone in which Mo Salah will create him a chance and the guy will put the chance in the back of the net? This is the thing. I'm looking at the forward line options available in the market. I know people have been talking about Johan Bakayoko. People have been talking about Ivan Toney. Jared Bowen, I don't think would suit Liverpool because we already have the right wing sorted. We're talking about the forward line more like. Imagine we had Harry Kane in this team. Lord have mercy on my soul, what we would have done. So we definitely 100 million% need a striker. 100% we need a center back. DM we need, but I can quote unquote live with us not signing a DM. What I cannot live with is a center back and a forward right now. And this is where now we have to trust FSG to take their finger out their asshole and actually spend money. Do I trust them? Hell no, which is exactly why I'm FSG out, and which is exactly why I want them to spend money and spend more money and shit like that. So we just need FSG to spend money. We just need FSG to get us the players that we need because there is a league title to be won. Now, if you don't want to win the league, don't sign anyone in January and just go win the Europa League and the Carabao Cup. Is that a successful season for a club the size of Liverpool? No, it's not. Because we need to win the league because it's just a perfect opportunity. And you know what I told you guys in the summer when people didn't want to listen to me? I said, you think losing the league to Manchester City will pain you? Losing it to Arsenal will pain you 100 times more. You know why? Because when we lose the league to City, we can all sit up here and we could go like Pep Guardiola, Manchester City, fake plastic club with an open checkbook. But if Arsenal win it, you're going to go like, these guys won it over us? That's what's going to upset you more and more and more and more. So this is why, for me, this January window, we need to sign players. That's the only way we win the league. If you're telling me challenge, we will challenge. If you want to win, only way is to sign players. And I'll try find out more about any signings we have this January. If I do find out more, I will let you guys know. But yeah, that's the unfortunate reality of the situation right now. We definitely need to sign players. And that's why Badr and everyone, as soon as I mentioned, can we trust FSG? You see the way they reacted in the chat. This is the reality. So for me, we could win Carabao, we could win Europa, we could even win FA Cup. I don't think we can win the Premier League if we do not sign players. As simple as that. The other three competitions, can we win it without signing players? Yes. But now it depends on the goals and targets and aspirations of Liverpool Football Club. If our targets and goals and aspirations are for us to win the league, then we must go ahead and we must sign players this January transfer window. Simple as period, point blank, no questions asked. Simple. Or somehow Diaz, Nunez, Gakpo, one of them decides to step up and go like, I'm going to put the ball in the back of the net now and stop being a fraud. That's basically it. So yeah, anyway, let me do the super chats. Big up to my guy Omar Rushdi, says if Diaz was injured in the same knee, might be done for a season, by the way. No, but the thing is, like, first of all, I wish him a speedy recovery regardless. Second of all, my problem with Luis Diaz is I get you've come back from injury. I get the fact that, maybe you can dribble past your fullback because you're worried of getting injured. Okay, now explain to me his creative side. Okay, you can't explain the creative side. Can you explain the goal scoring side? No, you can't explain it. Why are you on the pitch then? Why are you on the pitch? You want to go to Barcelona? No problem. I'll open the door and I'll send you there myself. Like, you think I won't send you to Barcelona? I will send you to FC Barcelona tomorrow if given the chance, the way you've been playing. So this is just the ultimate reality. This is just the ultimate reality of the situation, guys. And as much as it pains me, because Luis Diaz, I thought was going to have a big, massive season. He's just under-delivered, underperformed consistently. Maybe ever since the 2-3 good games he had at the start, ever since then, he's just been shit. Simple. And I don't know if that stat is real, Aaron, but if only he has 5 assists only since signing, then... it's funny because this relates to the Mo Salah conversation earlier on. People want to sell Mo Salah. He's got 7 assists this season, 14 big chances created this season. Diaz got 5 assists since he arrived at Liverpool, if that's a true stat, which is actually scary. To be honest with you. So yeah, January window is what we need to win the league. But anyway, look, the result, in terms of the result, is upsetting. It's annoying because Arsenal were there for the taking. Jurgen Klopp cost us the game for me. alongside Trent's miss, because Trent should have scored that. But Klopp did cost us the game with his substitutions, because I thought his substitutions were just terrible. Those substitutions were trash, because they made us look considerably worse. But anyway, we're in the position now, and there's nothing we can say about it. Look, at the end, fair result. Similar performances from both sides. 1-1 is the fair result. Despite it being a fair result, it is also a negative result for us, because we still have to go to the Emirates away towards the end of the season. So that's my problem. We needed maybe to win today a lot more than Arsenal did. However, nothing is won in October. Nothing is won in December. Some stuff is lost in December, but we're not far enough from December. So sorry, we're not far enough from the league title to say, oh, we've lost it and shit. I'm not going to go that far. I'm not going to go over the top. I'm just going to say it as it is. And currently, as things stand, are we good enough to win the league with this team, with this squad? No. Are we good enough to compete? Yes. That's as simple as that. As simple as that for me. Anyway, big up to Tayshawn, big up to Sareem, big up to Hamad, Michael, big up to John, Qusay, Tim, Arnie, Omar, Mo, Sidi, Badr, and Nadra for the super chats. We're going to be back tomorrow, inshallah, for the Wolves watch along, and then after that, of course, Il Ahwa, and inshallah after that as well, we've got content coming your way. The goal is still the same, Habibis. We're 1 subscriber away from 24.6k, so I do want to hit that. So please do hit that subscribe button. Do like the video. Do share the video everywhere. I do want to hit 24.6k subscribers. So we can continue the road to 25k, because 25k is the target before the end of the year. Everyone hit the like button. Everyone subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do so. I'm going to go now on Footy Judge Mo's channel. After that, Staffy, if you want to follow me where I'm going tonight. So I'm going on Footy Judge Mo, and then I'm going on Staffy. Stick on the stream. It will take you to Footy Judge Mo, and I'm going to see you guys then. Peace.